Ew. What's up? Getting my camera fixed. How's it going? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. It's a new year, 2021. What's up? Love that Wookiee. Eva, I almost forgot your username. I was like, who's I love that Wookiee? Oh, that's Eva. Hey, how's it going? So, yeah, 2021. Totally, chill. Pretty chill day, right? Pretty chill day. We're going to try to continue the chillness by not talking about it at all. And we're going to do some painting, I think. We're going to do some painting, hanging. Christmas tree's gone. I took it down on the 2nd, I think. Ritual. I burn it, actually. I burn it in my living room as a ritual to say goodbye to the old year and bring in the new year. So, no, I'm just kidding. I didn't burn it, but I put it up. I put it in a box for next year. The cats only ate part of it. They only ate like a little bit of it. Not a ton. Just they nibbled on it. Wasn't that bad. Overall, everybody made it through the holidays. It was a pretty quiet holiday for me this year. But it did snow here on Christmas. It was a white Christmas. So that was pretty cool. I kind of missed the snow. I could bring it back for a minute. I'll bring it back just for a second. I guess I could keep it up when it's snowing, but I'm going to turn it off for now. Just to let everybody know that it's not Christmas anymore. So, let's see. I'm going to be bringing my friend Jonathan on. Jonathan, are you here? He might not be here yet. Bringing my friend Jonathan on tonight. I think Jonathan's going to be hanging out on Wednesday nights with us. I don't know. Have somebody here to bounce things off of. It's going to be the same, very similar, but just with another person. My friend Jonathan, my good friend Jonathan's here to help me moderate and hang. And yeah. And just help, help with the community thing. So it's like, yeah, just me the same, except for a couple voices. Yes, it is Little Christmas. Yeah, it was like a little Christmas. Uh-oh, already we've got some songs with lyrics. Oh, this isn't that bad, though. Anyway, I'm not going to obsess about that. All right, we're going to bring Jonathan on. Jonathan, what's up, man?
Hello. Not much. How you doing?
Doing all right. Did you heard me immediately, right? Because you can hear me through the Zoom call.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on? Okay.
I think we're talking pretty real time.
Yeah, cool. So what's up, man? Let's pretend like we haven't already talked today 6 times.
Right. Oh, not much. Just having a pretty chill day, It's nice and slow and easy to process things today.
Nothing really super anxiety inducing going on today for once.
No, nothing I can think of. No.
Just real chill.
Yeah.
A lot like 2020. We're just bringing in the new year, just real chill.
Yeah. It's nice. It feels like a fresh start. It really does.
Yeah. I'm going to try not to rub my head too much.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. It's kind of weird because Jonathan is like hearing me over a Zoom call, but probably not seeing me, but I see him. So it's like this whole weird disconnect of reality. But
well, I'm
just
seeing
because,
you on on Twitch, but there's like a 5-second delay, so it's really
Right.
weird.
Right. Yeah, I know. You might go through like into the mouth of madness by looking at me on Twitch too much. One thing I will say that I didn't figure this out, but if anybody follows me while we're doing the stream tonight, nobody's gonna be able to hear anything you say for like 20 seconds. Just one of those cool OBS things that I've got to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So at any given time, you could be cut off.
That's
Completely.
totally fair. Yeah. It's probably desired, really.
Yeah. So Jonathan's a good friend of mine, and like I said, he's gonna be like hanging out on the stream.
Yeah,
And-
I noticed my picture on the stream is mirrored, so like my smirk is opposite. It's weird.
You got a mirror backwards smirk.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn to smirk on the other side of my face. It's weird.
Yeah, I guess we could do something about that. I guess I could flip you.
No, I don't care. No, I'm just
We
running my
wanna
mouth.
we want to have a true representation of you. We don't want you to be like opposite. Let me see. Is that me too? That's me too.
Huh.
I don't smirk. So if I did smirk,
Yeah.
it would be something like this. It would be like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That looks
It's
good.
the wrong
It's a
side.
good looking smirk.
is it the wrong side? I don't know. I'm confused.
I'm gonna point in a direction and see which way I point on the stream later. Okay, yeah. So I did like I pointed to my left, and then on the stream, I don't
Yeah.
know. We don't need to worry about this.
Yeah. So Eva's bringing up the people breaking into the Capitol today. Very
heard about
early,
that.
very early in the stream. I mean, obviously, it is pretty scary and crazy, and you know, I've got faith that it's going to be okay, and I'm trying not to freak out, but I don't have a whole ton to say about it here on the stream, to be honest. I mean, we're gonna try to just figure out a way to chill and talk and do some painting and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not super awesome. Not a super awesome thing to happen. But yeah. So Eva, how has your holiday been? How was it? You guys back to work? You remember Jonathan, right? Jonathan has been on the stream quite a few times. Well, in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does he look? Does he look all right? Do you have any critiques of his overall look or his fashion? Be nice. I mean, I think he looks great. What is that hoodie you got on? It's a cool color.
It is. I thought it was on sale and then accidentally bought it for too much. It is a
Oh,
Mickey Mouse looking angry hoodie.
that's awesome.
Yep.
Is it violet? Is it kind of a violet color, or is that just the camera?
It's more of a blue, so the camera must be adding some violet to it.
Yeah, I did.
Red.
I did a little bit of color correction on the camera, and it makes your skin glow, but it might have made your shirt a little bit purple.
Yeah, and I'm struggling with this. It's like a little too cold not to have a hoodie on, and a little too warm to have a hoodie on. So
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be taking this on and off all stream.
That's all right.
Don't let that distract you, though.
I won't. Yeah, we're gonna You guys went Eva, you guys went back to work this week. Cool. So did I. I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things. Trying to pick up the projects again and everything. And I mean, I did paint and write over the holiday. Not as much as I wanted, but also I kind of gave myself a break to slack off a little bit. Like I wasn't too hard on myself if I didn't have productive days when it came to the art. How about you, Jonathan? What did you do, man? over the holiday?
I read some books. I did a puzzle of sorts, like a model robot cardboard, or actually it was balsa wood or whatever puzzle.
Yeah,
That was really cool. So
Yeah.
really, the reading was super nice. I hadn't really sat down and read in a long time, and I went through a book and a half. It was great.
cool. Do you have that puzzle close by where you can hold it up and show us?
Yeah, let me grab it real quick.
I saw this earlier. It's pretty cool looking.
All right. So let's see if this is gonna work out.
Yeah,
Here's
that's
the
cool.
Puzzle. Yeah, and it's also a music box. It's sort of, it doesn't move
Whoa.
on its own, but you can move it.
And it's a
little-
puzzle.
Yeah, it came in
got
it came in like 7 flat sheets, and you had to break all of these pieces out of the sheets and put it together.
Wow, that's cool. And it's got like gears in it. Do those gears
Yeah.
move?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not like super geary. Like this stuff is just decorative. On the front is decorative gears, but it's got a
pretty
little
cool.
movement. Yeah,
That's cool. A puzzle. It's cool that it's like a puzzle too. So it's like,
yeah.
right on.
It was a lot of fun.
Right on, man.
So I had a pretty chill holiday.
Yeah, now it's back to the grind. It's funny,
Yeah.
we had a similar conversation earlier today, like 2 hours ago or something, 3 hours ago, about our New Year's resolutions and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember what mine are. I think I'm just gonna try to I'm gonna try not to gain any more weight that I've already gained sitting around here. Maybe even make the number start going down a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be nice. My numbers have gone down a little bit, but it's not on purpose. I think I just have less opportunity to eat randomly out on
Yeah.
the town junk food stuff.
Yeah, I hit that grocery store up for junk food though. A little too much. Yeah, it's like R2D2 and Robbie the Robot had a kid.
Yeah,
Are you on the chat, by the way, Jonathan? Can you see the chat?
me. Yeah,
I
I'm,
need to
I'm
get-
here.
I need to get you. I'm just wondering. Yeah, you're in Twitch. I'm trying to get it to so you can have the tools you need to like be here with us all the way, and everything. You can see
Yeah.
it through Twitch. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, so I see myself, and I love that Wookiee,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
and a few other things like the bot telling me which song is playing.
Yeah. Did it make you a mod? I guess it didn't. Let me see if I can make
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, I'm
did?
in the mod view.
Oh, cool. All right, right on. All right, so I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna start painting tonight. I was thinking. You guys tell me what you think about this. I was thinking about taking an older painting from like a few years ago, and I've got like this group of paintings that I did. There's this online kind of like this prompt contest called Drawloween that I did for a few years. I haven't done it for the last couple of years. This is driving me crazy. I'm like, there we go. And 2017 paintings, like just to kind of see if I've improved. So I thought about maybe picking a 2017 painting and then 3D modeling it, trying to start on 3D modeling it, and then maybe repainting it. I don't know how much time we'll have, but maybe I'll just do that. Maybe that'll just be like a mini project. So that's one thing I was thinking about doing. I'd kind of like to sculpt tonight or do a little bit of 3D modeling tonight. So that was
sounds
one way to do it. And then, another thing we could do is go back to the random word generator and come up with a painting like that. So those are my two ideas. Just this once, I'll take suggestions.
You feel it sounds like you said you wanted to do some 3D modeling. So,
I could do either one. I think that my computer's freezing up, which is awesome. I'm gonna have to restart my Mac.
the one where you do the art on, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's been doing that lately.
Yeah, I like the
Oh.
old painting update idea. That sounds cool.
Okay, we've got 2 votes for the old painting update. Right on. So what my fear was, I've got to restart my computer, and I guess nothing will be cut off by that. It'll be fine. My fear was that I would 3D model the painting and then it would end up looking exactly like the painting. Because usually what I do is, I 3D model something and then I paint it. And so I thought if I take an old painting and then 3D model it and then repaint it, is it just going to end up being exactly the same? These are the kind of weird and silly things that happen in my brain. So
I think
Don't
it'd be
worry
kind of amazing if it did end up exactly the same. That'd be wild. I don't think it's
Right.
possible.
it's not possible. I mean, it would look similar. So I mean, I just if I'm gonna do a repaint of an old painting, then I'm definitely gonna want to like update the composition and stuff. So I guess when we look through these paintings, we will look for one that the concept is cool, but the composition needs work.
Okay.
And so that's how I'll decide eventually. Just waiting for the computer to restart. And so like when we go to the painting view, you'll still be here, Jonathan, but you'll just be audio from that point.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, because you're going to be like
Eating a corn dog.
probably eating a corn dog or a 2, something like that. And we don't want to have to we don't want to make you do that on camera.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah,
So
that
how are
sounds
we-
cool.
How are we doing so far?
Well, I think we are. I think it's good. I mean, I
Yeah.
think we're one computer crash in, so if we can keep it as low as 1, we're probably in great shape.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
give it like 1 or 2 more minutes for it to finish doing its thing.
That's fine. In the meantime, I'll tell a short story about my
Right on.
computer crashing.
Okay.
Yesterday morning, I came to my computer and I tried to drag a folder from the desktop to some other folder, and the computer completely froze up. And that has been generally my Linux experience.
Yeah,
end.
Linux. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like people that use Linux are all the time like, Linux is so much better, etc. But those are the kinds of things that I worry about.
Yeah, I've generally thought, and so far this go at it hasn't convinced me otherwise, but I've generally thought it's for people who like to tinker with their tools. It's like buying a car that you have to fix up, or buying a home that you have to fix up. It's kind of like owning a computer that you constantly have to fix up because stuff doesn't seem to work right unless you are
Yeah.
fixing it up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I picked up from
Yeah.
just it's what it seemed like it was. All right, Drawloween 2017. Let's see if I can make a little board out of this. Let me get my thumbnails bigger. All right, I'm gonna switch to painting view and bloom. Wow. Did you see that? That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh, now I see it. I got
My transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that was there. Anyway,
looked good.
Still working it out over here. Still working it out. All right, let's see. So these were all paintings. Like, this was like, do you remember this by any chance? Anybody
Yeah,
watching? You guys remember like when I did these paintings? This is 3 years ago, 2017. So got these. I don't know. Is there a better view? Where's that? What I'd like is that tile view. Let's do this. This is a better view. All right. So I'm just gonna scroll through these, and anybody with an opinion, just say it. Got Cerberus, Cat Dracula, Creature in the pool, Selfie, Grim Reaper, Baby Demon. I think this was called Dumbest Pumpkin. Eddie Munster. This was a Grumpy Owl. Frankenstein in Space. Ghoul. Some of these have notes on them. There's a glamorous spider. Jeez, man. Some of these are a little bit embarrassing to look at now. It's Goblin Dad. Headless Horseman. Kitchen Ghost. Forget what this was. Villain. I think this was a villain. Moon Man. Mothman. Nobody noticed this because I posted on Instagram, but Mothman is looking at a picture of Bigfoot on his phone. Mummy Boy. Poison Apple. Here's a zombie. There's Beetlejuice. Toaster Ghost. That's actually still one of my favorites. This was something like Thanksgiving or something. Here's a vampire. Here's a vampire. Oh my god, dude. This is so like... I mean, it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up about it too much, but this is... Let's just say I've come a long way. And then here's a werewolf. I redid this one already once. This is Wicked Witch. And here's another witch one. Teen Witch, I think that one is. And then here's the yarn one, which is still one that people like a lot. And that's it. So let's switch this back to thumbnail view. Can I make these bigger? I don't know. I don't know which ones. I wonder if we pick some finalists.
Yeah, do you want one? What type of one do you want? You had mentioned like feeling embarrassed by a few. Do you want to pick one that you feel embarrassed by and redo? Or you want to pick one that's like interesting? Or
I want to pick one that has something, that already has something kind of conceptually.
Okay.
Where the concept's kind of interesting, but and there are a couple of other kind of criteria too, but also something that is simple enough to not take me 9 weeks, and then something that lends itself kind of toward 3D modeling too. So like, and then something that just does that, something that I also wouldn't mind looking at for a little bit longer too. Like this clown one, probably not going to do that one. Um, anyway, I don't have to tell you guys which ones I don't want to do. Does anybody have any votes? Cast your votes. I'm trying to figure out a good way to get all these in the same place, but if I do this, it makes them too small, I think. And it also doesn't let me. Good Lord, Apple.
Yeah, why doesn't it like resort them, regrid them?
I don't know. I guess one day we'll have the technology for that. One day Apple will be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I can favorite these. I think I can do that. I'll label them. And then we'll have a let's see, how do I do that? Let's see. Use for labels and ratings. So I can rate them and then sort by rating, and we can do it like that. So we've got one vote for Headless Horseman.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I'm going to I'll just label it. I'll label it as second. What else? Let's each pick two. The headless guy, yeah, the headless guy. It's yeah, it is. It's dark. It's not a good painting, but I think the concept's pretty cool. So that's a good vote. What else? Some of these I've already done. Let me just mark some that I absolutely don't want to do with red. It's right out. I should have figured out how to do this. All right. Also, my head is way off camera. Let's see. Don't want to do that one. I wouldn't mind doing Cerberus. So I'm gonna mark that as a maybe. I've already repainted the bat once. I don't think I'm ready to do that one again. Cat Chasing the Fly, Cat Dracula. I've already painted this one twice. None of these.
What about Space Frankenstein?
Yeah, I've painted that one twice too. For some reason, I've painted this twice, and I don't think I've ever sold one of these. Not that matters any, but
You've painted the Frankenstein one twice?
yeah, I painted it and then repainted it, and I think it's
Yeah,
probably because it's dark. It's weird, but it's also cool.
Yeah, I think it's a neat idea.
Space Frankenstein versus iMonkey. We will register that vote. The match guy. Yeah, I think that the composition of this one, like, this is one of these things where it's like, I think the painting's okay because of the composition, but the concept is not really something that's like, if I redid it, I don't know how I would make it better. I could repaint it, but it wouldn't be like 3D modeling it. Anyway, I'll label it just because there's a vote. Anybody else got a vote? I don't want to do. Let me scroll down to the rest of these. So we've got.
What about Mothman? Did you nix that one already?
I didn't nix it. No. Mothman would be kind of cool as like just do a concept. Mothman
On the broom, and also the worms in the apple would all be neat to model, 3D model.
Yeah. This one, and I remember you. I remember you liking this one a lot. The thing, and I think that what makes me not like it is it reminds me of like something that I would see in school, and I don't like to think about school.
Yeah, it's hard not to think of James and the Giant Peach for some reason.
It makes me think. I mean, I know, like if you ignore the fact that it's got a razor blade and a bunch of staples in it, it reminds me of something you'd see like on one of those felt board. Like the style of art looks like clip art that you would see in school, and it just, I don't know, something about it makes me not want to really do it. Makes me not want to do it. But what was the other one you said?
The
Witch.
the witch on the broom.
Okay.
Just because I
anybody-
think that there's some dynamicness to the pose there.
Cool. Anybody else here? Anybody else want to put in a vote? The owl, because you could work on the eyes. Yeah, I'd like to do an owl sometime, but I don't know if I want to do this owl. Maybe. I would like to do an owl. But it makes me think of... Hold on. It makes me think of how I recently did... Well, not very recently, but I just... This owl here, like... I don't know. I'm just not... I guess I'm just not super interested in doing an owl. At the current moment. So... Can I sort this by label?
I don't know, man. That sounds hard.
This is what we've got. I'm going to take the label away from this. Because I don't want to do this one. No label.
Oh. Also, I would second the Headless Horseman. I don't know if you caught that, but when Eva mentioned that, I also agreed.
Okay, so we actually
This
have...
is a democracy. Yeah.
It's a democracy, but also I'd kind of, obviously I want to paint something that is going to be fun for me too. That
Yeah.
is
totally.
there? Yeah, I mean, I think we can make any of these fun. The Headless Horseman. It's kind of like, it's just scary. I'll do the Headless Horseman, but I'll make it cute. I'll put him on like a little pony instead.
Yeah, I like that. It could use something. It's yes, I agree. I don't know how much of my commentary you really want here.
Yeah. I'm asking for it. I'm asking for the commentary at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's very straightforward compared to the ones that I think you like of your own art, which is like a subject and a difference to that subject that would be unexpected.
Right, like the Dan Jaworski treatment is, I believe, what they call it in the art textbooks.
That's how I learned it in school. Yes.
Yeah, so we could give this one kind of the Dan Jaworski treatment. We've got 2 votes for it. I'm kind of like good with any of these. I think I kind of kicked out the ones that I wasn't good with. Yeah, the yarn, like even the alien one, definitely, like, I'd like to do that. And I'm actually thinking about maybe doing one day, making a real deal 3D version of this one day. That actually might be like a sculpture that you can actually have. You know, so so that's the reason why, even though I think it's definitely the one that stands out the most from this year's paintings, this 2017's paintings. I don't think that I want to repaint it because I think it's pretty good already, and I don't know how. I mean, I'm not saying it can't be improved on, but I think it's, yeah. I could probably repaint the technique, like make it better with a technique, you know. But I also think that it's, as a piece, I'm pretty happy with it. Unlike these other ones, where these other ones are kind of like things that I really know that I could improve on. You know what I mean? So I think that I kind of like the idea of doing a headless horseman, but he's on like almost like a little fat pony instead.
Yeah, fat pony. That's great.
Yeah. So
yeah,
there we go. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna
Cool.
open this one up, and I'm just gonna. I think I might actually just tweak it a little bit. I'm gonna save it out, and so I can make a reference file.
What if we gave him a head?
Then he'd just be a
That's it. That's
horseman.
my joke.
There we go.
Correct. He would be a headed headless horseman.
He'd be a horseman. I mean, I actually might try to fit a jack-o'-lantern head in there somewhere, but I don't know. I hesitate to make it too Halloween-y because Halloween's pretty far away. But yeah, this is cool. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Pure Ref. Oh yeah, I know. Eva, I know what you meant by not saying improve it. I just meant like I think, you know what I meant, right? Like, just I was looking for something in particular for what to do, and it's kind of like I want to do something where the concept's kind of there and I can imagine something. So it's like fun, and I'm not just repainting it just to make it technically better, but to also make it improve it in other ways too. Anyway, let's see. Then I'm going to get... I'll probably bring this one into ZBrush, but... we're going to do some Google searching. We're going to Google... What's a little fat pony? That isn't anything, is it? Am I about to hit enter and see something naked? Hello, Mrs. Dragon Ice.
Do you want me to pre-search over here so it's not on the
That's
stream?
right. It's all right. How's it going, Mrs. Dragon Ice? I'm good. We're just starting a painting. Just starting on a painting. I'm gonna do Headless Horseman on a fat pony. And I just Googled a fat pony. This is like something maybe to get some inspiration. Hey, thanks. Yeah, this is pretty much what I'm doing tonight is I'm taking some paintings from 2017 and we looked through them. I don't know if you've ever heard of Drawloween, but on Instagram there's this artist called Mab Graves from Atlanta. She's really awesome. She does this thing called Drawloween where you do like a new painting every day for prompts. And so I was just looking through the ones from 2017 to see looking through the ones from 2017 like that could be improved or whatever. Why does it have to be fat? I don't know. Not fat, but like like a chubby cartoony pony. Like a chubby cartoony pony, because this is the original one and it's scary, you know, like it's pretty straightforward, kind of a horror painting, and I wanted to make it cuter, and so the first thing I thought is to put Headless Horseman on a little chubby pony, and I think that the Headless Horseman's probably going to be a little bit cartoony, chubby too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But like this kind of pony, yeah, this is making me sad. Like I didn't want to get sad by doing this. This guy's cute though.
I like the one that's eating hay. That's special to me.
The one that's eating hay? This guy?
Yeah. Just because it's so uninterested. If you could imagine a headless horseman on a pony that's eating hay.
He's like super serious. He's like super like uninterested to be ridden.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mrs. Dragon Ice. Can I call you Dragon Ice? How's your year been so far? We're kind of like in this chat here, like, we've been here a little bit, so tell us something interesting about how your year's been so far. You know what? I think I'm going to do Cartoon Pony. Because it won't make me sad, like, to see ponies that look, you know, unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of what I'm looking for. Some of this is getting a little bit creepy, maybe.
Yeah, maybe turn on that child safe search.
Is there such a thing as a child safe search? What is this that you speak of?
I don't know. I always, back when I used Google, I remember an option that lets you turn off moderated search.
Oh, okay.
Like
Well,
maybe
that's all
under
right.
settings and tools. So maybe you can turn it on.
It's all right. I think I've got enough to go on. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look for My Little Pony. That's a good one. Katie, I'll call you Katie. Hi, Katie. Your boyfriend broke up? That's it kind of sucks. Don't get too sad about it. Try not to be too sad about it. Your best friend told you he loved you, and now you're confused. Ah.
That
Young
can be very
love.
confusing.
Young love, right? That can be very confusing. And I wish that I could give some kind of advice, but I would just be given probably just be given bad advice. I think probably just listen to your heart. As much as that might sound cliche, I think that's what you should do.
Where does the name Dragon Eyes come from?
Oh, your friend, your best friend. To be honest, you thought he was gay. Well, I guess he proved you wrong, didn't he?
Yep.
I can't. I know I can give advice, but I don't. I really shouldn't.
You don't want it.
You don't want my advice. I mean, really. I mean, it's really just it's pretty simple. It's like, would you date him or whatever? Also, if you just broke up with somebody or somebody just broke up with you, you're probably not in the best spot right now to. But then again, that's everybody's different, so depends on the situation. I really didn't know I was going to be. I didn't know I was going to be put on the spot. Jonathan
here's a good one.
Jonathan and I are like a couple of kind of old dudes, so it's like, you know.
Here's one for you. You can't love someone else until you love yourself. So
That's a
maybe
real one.
that's useful advice.
That's real. Yeah, I mean, it sucks to be broken up with. When somebody breaks up with you, it really, really sucks. And even though you might feel like you're thinking normally, might not be.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks
I'm
for
into
the
dragons.
follow, Katie. Appreciate that. At first, your name was Vanilla Ice. That's pretty good. Are you a Vanilla Ice fan? Or just because you like ice cream? Got it. Yeah, dragons are pretty magnificent.
Have you ever painted a dragon, Dan?
I don't think I've ever painted like a straight up dragon. No,
Gonna have to
I
add
don't
that
think I
to
have.
the list
I might have to add that to
Whatever.
the list. I should
and
paint
make
a
a
dragon.
list.
I should paint a dragon. And I also should stop looking at My Little Ponies and start doing something here. All right. My Little Ponies are cool looking though now.
Yeah,
I ain't afraid to say it.
they've really changed.
Thank you. I'm glad that you might get something out of that advice. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you kind of have to listen to your own your own heart, you know. But it's yeah, not really in your right mind if you just got out of a relationship. And also, that's a great excuse to say to someone if you don't want to hurt their feelings. So right now, you have a great excuse when someone says that they like you. You just say, I just broke up with somebody. And it'll be real. It'll be a real excuse, too. Is that bad to say? Jonathan, check me if I start saying shit that's out of line, okay?
No, I think you're good here. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like
I've done that
generally,
before.
yeah, you don't want to go from one relationship immediately into another because you're carrying baggage along with you whenever you leave a relationship. So you kind of need to
Chill.
process that.
Yeah, just chill. Take care of yourself, especially if you're sad and stuff. You got to like do some stuff to make yourself feel better. All right,
Oh,
where
it was
are
back
you?
in November.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Oh,
well,
never mind.
yeah, that's yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of kidding. You know, there's no set time period for getting.
There's
over
no
stuff.
time limit. There's no set time limit, but there's also time does heal you, but there's no time limit. Yeah, there's a lot of factors.
What are we
all
doing?
right. Well, I'm just gonna start modeling a pony,
Cool.
and I think I'm gonna bring in. First I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna import the original picture so you guys can see it. What was it called? Headless. So, oh, wah, 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 wah. Where are you in the world, Katie? Because I was gonna say, like, it's really hard for me to like get out and meet people where I'm at. Like, I'm not even thinking about dating right now. So,
I'm not even thinking of going to Taco Bell, much less seeing a real human being. I
right?
guess that's mean. I don't mean to demean the good people that work at Taco Bell as not being human beings. Now I feel bad for what I've said.
Oh man, I don't think that the people that work at Taco Bell would take it like that unless they were in a bad mood, and that was
Okay.
the last straw. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
They
Let's
do have to
just
take a lot
not
of shit.
let's not promote this stream along with Taco Bell related content.
All right. Oh, you're in Switzerland? Awesome. I'm a silly and kind of dumb American. So, it's been really chill here in America lately. I don't know if you heard, but also, what is Switzerland like right now? What's it like? What's a day in the life of a Katie in Switzerland during all this pandemic stuff? Do you guys have to still be out wearing masks and stuff like that? Is everything pretty open? Because here we keep thinking that we're going to be able to open back up, and then we get another spike and all this. Wow. I'm getting a lot done so far. Let's see. Actually, I think I have something that I might be able to start with here.
You made that ball nice and round. That looks good.
Yeah, I didn't even try. That's just how good I am now in 2020. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, no big deal. He could be on a bouncy ball pony. Yeah, right. Like one of those, Eva, like one of those, yeah, like a bouncy ball. See, I made a pony before. And this, my friends, is how you model a pony. You just open up a pony that you already have.
Huh. That's really easy.
Super easy, right? No, I already modeled this. So, I mean, would you guys feel like cheated if I just use this? This is just to get us through this week, to kind of get Jonathan used to, used to how things work around here, so he doesn't get out of line. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think I'll start with this pony. As a Katie, am I not calling you? Am I not calling you the right name or something, Katie? I thought that you said to call you Katie. Is that like some? Is that a term that I'm too old to understand? That's also possible.
Yeah. What is a Katie?
I thought that was Katie's name. I'm gonna go back to calling you Mrs. Dragon Ice. I don't know. I don't want to do the wrong thing. Yeah, I think we'll use this, but I'll probably take it a little further and make it a little more like a pony. Yeah, this is gonna work. And then I'll all right, so I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna save it. Okay, I am calling as a Katie. Got it. Okay, yeah, that is good. I just thought for a minute, I got self-conscious for a minute that I might be missing some new term. Okay, cool. You really are Katie. Cool. I'm Dan, by the way, and Jonathan is the other voice that you hear, and
Hello.
Also, Eva is on here, who is, I love that Wookiee, who's actually my aunt. So, this is where the party is tonight. All right, what am I doing? I am going to make a folder here. I'm going to do Headless Horseman. All right, then I'm going to take... a model. This is just to get us started here. What am I going to use? Should I use this one? Yeah, so I can pose them real quick. Oops.
Yeah, there you go. I'll just be voice. I'm also Dan. It's confusing, but my name is also Dan.
Yeah, that's okay. I think that's okay. I'm gonna speak for Voice and say that is perfectly fine. I'm gonna start calling him Voice. That's actually kind of a pretty good nickname. What do you think, Voice?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel? I mean, you don't have to call me sir. That's a little weird. But like, yeah, I think. I don't know. There's something kind of good about it. It almost sounds like a superhero.
Yeah, I like it.
Like a superhero. The Voice.
Or a villain. Could be a villain.
Well, it could go either way. I mean, this is your first time on the show. We don't know about you yet. We don't know how you're going to turn out. You could have some dark past that we don't know about. You know what I mean?
Could be a whole new me.
What do you get? Is this looking pretty scary so far, guys?
It's getting there.
Don't forget, he's not going to have a head, so that'll make it scarier. I promise, guys, this is going to get good. Actually, I can't promise that. It might never be good, but it's going to get weird. I'll tell you that. That's one thing I can say.
Yeah,
it looks cute, not scary. That really is what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Just trust me.
The hip things are pretty funny.
Yeah, just come along with me on this journey. This is what we set out to do, right? Make a cute, not scary headless horseman. But that's what I set out to do.
I think so, yeah. We're about to learn about Katie's secret. Here we go.
Uh-oh. There's a secret.
Actually, I might have built it up too much.
Oh.
Huh.
So you're mute, so you can't speak in real life? Thank you for sharing that secret. So, what's that like? Tell me what that's like, if you want to, if you'd like to. His hip is a little bit out there, right? I love that Wookiee is from Star Wars. Oh. Oh, Star Wars 7. Oh, did Han really say that? I didn't know that. I didn't know that that's where you got that Eva, I didn't know that's where you got that reference. That's pretty funny. Han Solo said that. I love that Wookiee.
I think she's saying Maz Kanata said that.
Oh, I don't know who Maz Kanata is. Is that the little alien with the glasses that like runs the bar?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. I think for one thing, something that's got to happen. This guy's got to be inflated a little bit. And by the way, I'm not making fun of big people. I just think that this cartoony look is cooler looking. This is cool. All right, I'm trying to be like real artsy and not get excited. I'm trying to be super serious about it, but I think this is looking pretty kind of cool. I see where it might go. So Katie, you're mute. You mean that in like really, and all your friends tell you all their problems and concerns. I suppose that might come with that territory. My friends tell me. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I might not give my friends too much time to tell me their concerns.
Yeah, they should be telling you jokes, not concerns.
Something like that. Well, I know that I'm happy that you came tonight and that we got to meet. And this is the first time that anybody's ever asked me for relationship advice. So this must be what it's like to be a person, Jonathan.
People asking you relationship advice?
Yeah. I almost feel like I'm losing some of the things that make me a person like this year because of all of this. I think I might be becoming a little bit feral, like an animal. I wonder if I should take his head off. Or if I should leave it there for a little bit. I guess I'll take his head off for now. Since he is a headless horseman. Should I give him a big pumpkin head? What do you guys think? Who's weighing in on this? Who's weighing in on this thing?
I don't know. I'm not very literary. I don't think I've ever read the poem. Did he have a pumpkin head in the poem?
I've seen him depicted with a pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern for a head.
Yeah. I can't remember. It would definitely make it very Halloween. It would become a Halloween painting.
Yeah, I think it's
jack-o'-lantern in it.
That's what I was thinking too. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna give him a head at all. We're gonna just trust this process here, and I'm gonna make his pony.
He could have a head of a watermelon or a squash.
Well, that's true.
I can name other possible heads if you'd like.
Name me some other gourds. Yeah, his head could float, ghost head. I'm happy I found you. Well, we're happy that you found us. Thank you.
Yeah.
If I don't know what it's like to be a person, what am I? I don't know. Just, living in an apartment on my own, not only going to the grocery store for like 8 months and only talking to people online. I haven't been to get a haircut from a person in almost a year, so just those little things that kind of make you feel human, you know what I mean? Hopefully I'm still human. But
well, there's probably a test.
There probably is a test. What's that test that they give in the Blade Runner? Or do androids?
Yeah, right. They're like, you're walking down a path and you find a turtle laying on its back, and it's just struggling in the hot sun. What? And then, and then you just keep describing how the turtle is struggling, and if they're an android, they can't help but get angry or something like that.
Right. No, I thought you were giving me the test. I thought that.
Oh yeah.
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah. So you let's see if I can find another.
This is to test me whether or not I'm a human or an android.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Let me pull up the test. I want it to be accurate.
Voice is actually I did see Voice the other week in my backyard.
Yeah.
I didn't let him anywhere close to me, but he did come to my house. The sad guy is feeling, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not that sad. I have a pretty good mood. But I am about to get a test to see if I'm actually a person, if I'm actually human or not, from Blade Runner. Do you guys know that movie? Please tell me you know that movie. If not, check it out. It's about a cop that looks for androids that are so human. It's the future, okay? Get this. It's the future. And androids are so good. They look so much like people that they really can pass for people. But they're a slave. They're like a slave race. They're like a servant race. So some of them escape sometimes. And then there's this test called the, what's the name of the test, Voice?
It's called the Vault Conf test.
The Vault Conf test.
And I've got it here. I'm ready. Are you ready for the test?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this test.
Okay, question number 1. Someone gives you a calfskin wallet for your birthday. How do you react?
False. What? Somebody gives me a calfskin wallet for my birthday. How do I react? And I think you're supposed to be able to see my pupils, right?
Yeah, I'm watching. Don't worry. I'm watching your pupils very closely.
How do I react? I say, I just say, No, I say, I don't know. That's actually a hard one, right?
Yeah, well, that's...
I don't want a wallet made out of a baby cow, but it's also a sweet gesture that somebody gave me that, right?
If it was an easy test, it wouldn't be a good test.
Well, that's true. That's true. And that's all I have to say about it. That's true. But like, all right. These answers don't have to be really long. So I guess I would be polite, and then I would probably figure out a way not to be friends with that person anymore. Or actually, you know what I would really do? I would probably say that's a little fucked up about the baby cow skin wallet that you gave me. That's what I would do.
Sure. Okay. All right. I've noted that on the test. Second question. Your little boy shows you his butterfly collection plus the killing jar. What do you say?
Could you repeat the question? I was involved in the chat.
Yes, it says the question is, your little boy shows you his butterfly collection plus the killing jar. What do you say?
What? Is there a killing jar?
There is now. The question implies a killing jar.
Oh, man. And this is my son? Did you say this is my son?
It says your little boy. Yes. It's either your son or another
a boy that I own? Oh, my God.
Yeah,
all right.
Yes.
All right. I would say, hey, man, don't kill the butterflies. I'd say cool collection, but stop. I don't know. Is he a scientist? I guess you have to kill. I guess you have to kill.
Yeah.
You have to kill butterflies.
He's clearly not a scientist. He's a child. I think.
Oh, did I just fail the test?
No, I'm trying to help. I'll stop. I'll stop being biased.
It's all right. I don't know. Are these all animal abuse questions, by the way?
I think many of them do involve animals because of the way androids are built. Yeah, it's actually partially like an empathy test.
Right. I would make sure that I would just tell them the truth. I would be like, I'm a little bit bothered that you're so happy about killing things, but those butterflies are pretty. Why don't you appreciate those butterflies without killing them? And then I would take the jar from him.
Okay. All right. I've noted that response.
And just so you know, Katie says that she would just scream murderer at the boy. Is that
And then tell him well done?
well done, boy? Yep. She would scream murderer, and then she would say well done. The stream froze up. I'm sorry. Is the stream froze up for anybody else?
Still moving for me. It may just be maybe refresh, Katie.
Also, Katie, I think you've just proven that you are a person and not an android, because you screamed murderer at that little chump for killing butterflies.
Yeah,
All right, one more question.
I don't remember how it turns out.
We'll do best out of
One
three.
more.
One more question.
There's
We'll do
10
best out of
total
three.
questions. Okay.
All right, we'll just do one more.
Okay. Let me pick one. Okay, here's the one that I was trying to do earlier. While walking along in desert sand, you suddenly look down and see a tortoise crawling toward you. You reach down and flip it over on its back. The tortoise lies there, its belly baking in the hot sun, beating its legs, trying to turn itself over, but it cannot do so without your help. You are not helping it. Why?
Oh, because I'm a fucking android, and then I get up and I flip the table over. Right?
That's correct answer.
Yes. Eva, I'm sorry I missed your answer to the last butterfly question. So you would show the little boy how to draw them? Well, I think that's also a pretty human thing to do, right? What do you think? Is that a correct answer, Jonathan? Are you there? Hello?
It
Is
wasn't.
anybody there?
So I'm actually I'm looking. It's an online quiz. I found an online quiz version of this, and I'm trying to interpret your answers into some of the multiple choices.
Okay, so this is like a for real quiz where you could actually.
Yeah, I could click submit, and it would give us an answer.
Oh, okay. I'm trying really hard to do a lot of things at once right now. I'm trying to check the chat. Because you're effed up. I'm effed up? I don't know. I think I am pretty effed up. I'm trying to find a good horse picture where he's rearing up, like where he's back on his back legs.
Yeah.
And then, sometimes I try my best to keep up with everything at once, but sometimes it's a little bit hard. Not you, the turtle answer? Oh, right. The turtle, like if you don't help the turtle, you don't help the turtle. Why? Because you're screwed up. Or maybe it's a fake turtle, right? This is in a time where they're mechanical. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
It's a tough question. The 3 prompts they give is, what do you mean I'm not helping? And what is a tortoise? And I don't know why I would flip the turtle over in the first place. What I was doing was just taking whatever you said and trying to interpret those into one of the 3 prompts they gave.
I see.
But I think we've definitively decided that we don't know if you're an android or not.
What would have proven I was an android? Is that too? Don't worry if that's too hard of a question to answer. Dang, what's going on here?
Well, I think in context of like Philip K. Dick and probably the movie as well, what's shown is that test is in of itself subjective, and that there is actually no good test for determining if someone is real or not.
Okay.
Sort of like the what is the Turing? No, is it the Turing test? Where that's how you. 1 second, let me look this up.
Yeah, the Turing test is whether or not you can tell the difference between a computer and a person.
Right. Yeah.
From having
sort of like that.
From having a text-based conversation with them.
Right. and I think it's, I don't know enough about it, but I think ultimately it's almost impossible. It's not like there's a set of questions that guarantees your determination of a android or not. I think in the movies, the android had more empathy than the humans, and that was one way that they detected them because they were programmed for empathy. Well, even at the end of the movie, since Katie's not here, I can not spoil it. Even at the end of the movie, the android saves Deckard.
But spoiler alert, he might be an android too. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously a lot of the, or I don't want to say obviously like some kind of know-it-all jerk, but I think one of the kind of, what was I going to say? One of the themes of the movie were that the robots really were like people, and the only reason why, the test was objective because they just wanted to keep people in this second class that we manufactured. They wanted to keep them kind of in their place, and then they became people, right? That's what I took from it. I'm talking about the original Blade Runner.
Yeah. Wait,
it's like,
what? Hold on a second. Hold on.
It's kind of like, what's the difference between them and people? There is none. At the end, there was no difference between them. Because robots would murder for their own freedom, too. Or people would murder for their own freedom, too. No?
Yeah, sorry. I was just seeing a Twitch thing for the first time, and I got distracted.
Everything okay?
Yeah, so when Eva messages, she messaged, it could become an android turtle. Like Twitch automatically flagged "be-an" as a potential derogatory statement. And so it was like withholding that message from coming through until I clicked allow. Weird.
Well, you are the mod. That's cool. You got to do a moderator. You got to do a moderator thing.
Yeah, I moderated.
Was that pretty cool?
I was confused by what I was seeing for a very long time, and then I'm like, oh wait, it's asking me to do something about that, to make a decision. It was weird, but now I think I'm ready. I think I've passed some sort of test, and I'm a better person for it.
Cool. And so does Eva need to be reprimanded for using the word, what was it?
"be-an."
B. Spell it for me.
The word B-E, and then space, and then the letter and then the word "an" A-N, and then a space.
Yeah, we can't have that kind of language on here. So
like if you were to say, "You're being an android," that would get flagged, auto flagged.
Yeah, I don't know. All kinds of things are happening tonight. Of course, I was just kidding, Eva. You can say "be-an." Well, actually, don't say it because it doesn't make any sense. But it's not something you get in trouble for. But it doesn't make sense.
Her message was, it could be an android turtle, which is.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because in the world of, I think we've gotten a little too nerdy about Blade Runner tonight, but I will say that in the world of Blade Runner, there aren't that many real animals anymore. So that could be an answer to that question if you were living in that time. It could be a robotic android or a robotic turtle.
Yeah, that's one of the things I never liked about the movie. Now that we're just talking about Blade Runner, do you want to rename the stream Blade Runner Talk?
I don't want to do that.
Okay. Then I won't go into it further. Instead, I'd rather you tell us.
You can totally talk about it, but I don't want to change the name of the stream to anything.
Okay.
No, finish your thought. Finish your thought. This is what it's all about. This is us just chewing the fat. We actually had something we were going to talk about tonight that we didn't even talk about, but we'll save that for next time.
Yeah, we'll get there. So I read the book first, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, like way before I saw the movie. And in the book, animals are so rare that there are basically only fake animals, and if you own a real animal of any kind, like even a frog, you're a billionaire.
Right.
And then and also like everybody has fake animals, and there are different qualities of fake animals. Like a fake animal is very hard to, they're fake because there are no real animals, but you can't prove they're fake easily. And so, like, if a rich person has an animal in their house, you don't know if that's a real or fake animal because a rich person could own a real one. Anyway.
Yes.
In the movie, he walks into a rich person's house and he looks at an owl and he's just like, nice fake owl. And I'm just like, the movie just took all the nuance out of what was really interesting in the book, I thought.
Yeah.
It just sort of made it into an action movie, and the book was not.
Yeah, I get your point, but also it's they invented a mood for sci-fi movies. As far as production design goes, they invented
aesthetically, it's great. Yeah.
You screw up texting, forgive the extra letters of words. That's all right. We forgive you. I do. I don't know if voice forgives you, but I do.
I am still deciding on that.
Still deciding on whether you forgive her or not, or whether or not you're mad at me for calling you voice.
The forgiveness thing. I'm very quick to judgment and slow to forgiveness. Those are qualities.
Those are things
good
that
qualities.
I always knew about you.
Yep. Yeah, I decided. You're forgiven. It's all good.
There you go.
I'm just following your lead, Dan.
All right.
I'm going to grab a drink. Be right back.
All right. So I didn't get super far on this tonight, but I think we had a good time just the same. It's not all about how much you get done. It's about how much fun you have while you're doing it. At least on this stream. We're not doing anything that needs to be done quickly. So. I'm trying to figure out this. I probably shouldn't have spent so much time trying to figure out the best way to put this pony into a pose. I probably could have used my time a little better, but this is the kind of thing that you kind of have to like think about, and I was taking an Android test, so yeah, there was a cool fake owl in Clash of the Titans. And I watched that movie so many times when I was little. I probably watched that movie every day when I was little for a year. At your house. Yeah, Voice does drink. He drinks liquid for refreshment. I don't know if that's... Maybe he's just doing that to pass as human?
Hello, I am back. And now I'm actually drinking liquid.
All right. And you think that is going to convince us of anything?
Yes, this convinces everyone. It's
Mm-hmm. And you think that's fake sound effect of you opening a can? Oh, and you got more sound effects about that glub, 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 glub. Yeah, sure. Sure.
Are you an ice person or a no ice person? It seems to be a polarizing topic that I didn't realize was such.
I don't, the only time I ever use ice in my drink, I'll tell you. Are you ready? The only time I ever use ice in my drink is if, like these, I drink a lot of these San Pellegrinos.
Yeah.
So if I bring something home from the grocery store and it's not refrigerated and it's not cold, then that's the only time I use ice. If it's not cold. If it's already cold, I skip the ice because it waters it down.
Ice everything. I like it watered down.
Yeah?
Yep. It's I consider it a feature of ice to slowly water something down.
Really?
Yeah. I love it.
What do you guys think?
I think.
Does anybody else have an opinion on this? I'm wondering.
Yeah. Good question.
Are we icers or no icers? Also, why isn't my fucking... Why isn't my smooth brush working? Anyway. All computerized robotic sound effects. Yep, they're all totally sound effects. Now, I have it on good authority that Jonathan, at least... I have actually seen him drink real liquid before, so I can say that I'm a witness to that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't want I didn't want them to come beating down your door.
Eva likes ice. Me and Eva, we're ice buddies.
Ice Bros!
Yep.
Well, I like to pretend that I'm drinking a bottle that's already empty. That's my thing. And here's another thing. Water, I like to drink at room temperature.
Yeah. I think I can drink stuff without ice. I just prefer ice. Like, I would drink a bottle of water room temp any day.
Yeah. I drink it cold too because, here's my thing. All right, here's my related story, okay?
Okay.
And you guys tell me what you think about this. You can crunch on the ice at the bottom of the glass. So a cruncher. We've got a cruncher here. I seem to remember you doing that, Eva. Anyway, all right, so I've got a Brita, one of those Brita things, right, that you put water in. You guys are familiar with these things, right? Water filter?
Yes. Brita.
Yeah, Brita water filter.
What model, Eva asked? Is it a J1TN or a J1TN? I don't understand the question, and I won't respond to it.
All right. You never know. It could be... I don't know. Who knows what that is? That's special communications from Eva. I don't know what model it is. It's a big one. I think it's called the big one. And I would leave it on my counter, except for I'm afraid of mold. And that's the end of my story. I would leave it on my counter because I like room temperature water, okay? Because I'm some kind of weirdo. But I don't want to leave it out because I'm afraid it's going to do something that will literally make me never drink water again. Would be for me to find mold in it. So, You know what I mean? It's like a nightmare to me to think that I would be drinking water and then look in the pitcher and find out that the pitcher was moldy. You know what I'm saying? Is that like a nightmare scenario that you... So I refrigerate it, but I prefer it room temperature, and that's my story.
So do you pour a glass of filtered water out of the refrigerated Brita filter and then leave it sitting on the counter a little bit just to warm up?
No, I've just gotten used to drinking it cold sometimes. I used to hate it, but then I got used to it, and now the bottle is so big that it's... Usually if I just top it off, it keeps it at about... First of all, I'm not as funny about my water temperature. Second of all, I've just been able to get by, you know?
Well, that's all we're trying to do in this tough time is just get by.
Things have been really hard, but I've just been able to try to get by.
What are we doing with the pony?
I'm gonna be making it so the pony's kind of rearing up.
Do you imagine it's gonna have some hair, like there's some pretty cool horsehair styles out there. I don't know if you're into the horsehair community quite as deeply as I am, but
oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna give it hair or not. Have we had this exact conversation before? As unlikely as it seems.
I talk about horsehair all the time. What's unlikely about that?
It feels like there was another painting and we talked about the hair.
Right.
Anyway,
Have you painted another horse recently?
Actually, I'm going to duplicate this. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this whole model here. I'm going to let it cool off because I feel like I need to think about it to get that pose right. And, sometimes there's too much going on. I've been talking a lot. I feel like I was doing it the hard way. So I'm just going to leave it like this for now. And
yeah,
I think we're gonna call it a night, I guess, right? We said we were gonna go till 8, so I don't want to keep you up too late. Oh, Voice's model number. Voice's model number is J1TN or J1TN. I think that's a play on Jonathan.
Oh, that's way too clever for me.
You can dig it.
Now I can, since you've literally spelled it out for me.
Yeah.
That's great.
I don't know where. Yeah. I don't know where Katie went, but I think Katie. Well, she might have just had to go or whatever. But Katie, if you're still there, it was nice to meet you. Everybody else that was in the stream tonight, I think we had a pretty good time tonight. I don't know what you guys think, but I actually don't care to know unless you say that we had a good time. What's everybody think?
It was great. No, I had a great time.
And I also think I'm pretty stoked about this because I think that I know it looks a little weird right now, but I think that we're going to get a cool painting out of this eventually. I don't know if you see this, but I can just imagine what it's going to be like, this view right here.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a cool Headless Horseman painting, like a cute Headless Horseman painting. And so that was our goal. And you know what I like doing? I like setting goals and then reaching my goals. 2021.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, guys? Oh, Jonathan's camera's off. I switched to the chat.
Oh, did you?
Without Jonathan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm here. It's me, Voice.
Yeah, that's Voice.
Yeah, Eva's talking about the carousel painting. We totally did talk about horsehair in the carousel painting.
Okay. Is that the one? That is the one. I remember now.
Yeah.
The Nosferatu painting, and you were into the hair. You wanted the hair to be a certain way, and it was a whole thing. And
A
I was mad.
mohawk.
I was mad at you for a long time about that.
Oh man, I hope my apology letter reached you.
It did.
Okay.
It did. Totally did. Yeah, I think that this is a pretty good idea, actually. Like, I feel like we did it together. So
Yeah, no, this is cool.
yeah. So we're not sure exactly what's going to be. I know we were talking about the schedule, and then, like, I've been changing the schedule around a lot. I think that we're saying that we're going to be doing this. We might start at 6 next week. I'm not sure yet. With Jonathan, you and I could talk about it, but we're going to do Wednesday nights, I think. Jonathan, you cool with that?
Yeah,
A lot.
Yeah,
of Wednesday,
that sounds great.
Jonathan. Here's how I'll put it. I'm going to be streaming Wednesday nights, and at either 6 or 6:30, and Jonathan will join whenever he can, which will be probably a lot of the time, but he will join whenever he can. And then I'm going to be streaming on Saturday during the day. I haven't got I'm going to be streaming twice a week, but I haven't got the second time really nailed in yet. I'm probably going to try a few different things. My goal is eventually to have a steady schedule twice a week for the stream, but I'm trying to experiment right now a little bit to see just to see what I can see, just to see if maybe there are different times where more people want to see art that happen to come across me or whatever, you know? So right now we're doing Wednesdays, either 6 or 6:30. Haven't worked it out yet. And then Saturday, probably earlier. I'm not going to do Saturday night anymore, I don't think, unless anybody is really sad about that. But I'm thinking earlier in the day. I think that this upcoming year, more people are going to possibly have stuff to do on Saturday night. Also, it was like, it's a little bit hard for me to just kind of wait around and to do the stream all day. And I'd rather do it earlier. So you guys let me know what you think. If you have any thoughts, whatever. I'd like to hear them, but I might not listen. I'm open to feedback. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Wednesday night sounds great to me, and I think we'll check out Saturday morning as well.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Jonathan has a lot cooler life than I do, so he may or may not be able to come.
Yes,
because of that, just
very
because of that,
cool.
because he's got the hang loose thing.
Yeah, I hang 10 sometimes, even as much as 10.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Cool.
Well, we're gonna call it a night. I love you guys, and rock on, and thanks for coming, and to all our new friends, we'll see you next time, and to all of the people that come every week, thank you very much. Eva, I'm gonna call you out by name because you're my aunt, and because you're always here. Thank you for always coming, even though I keep screwing around with the schedule, you still find time to show up. All right. Love you guys. Jonathan, take it easy, man. We'll see you later.
Yeah, you too. Bye. Y'all.
Bye.
Monty's like freaking out right now.